Chapter 15, Bamboozled. Caroline was beginning to worry how much longer she had to roll around on the floor of the shed with marshmallow on her lips before her sisters came after her. It was entirely by accident that she had discovered the marshmallow foam. Once she found that the boys had padlocked the door, she had popped a marshmallow into her mouth for energy. Then she realized how thirsty she was. Sloshing the marshmallow around in her mouth, she was thinking that if she ever had to play the part of a mad woman, she could use marshmallow foam. And it didn't take long to decide what to do when the boys came again to check on her. All she had to do was make that happen. Little snatches of conversation she'd hear. They have to take her. I'm not touching her. We're responsible. Caroline decided that if she didn't need a drink of water so much, she could probably hold out for another couple hours. The next thing she heard was the sound of a car pulling in the driveway, and the back door slammed, and she heard Jake say quickly, "They're coming! Beth and Eddie are on the way!" What should she do now, she wondered. This could be her grandest performance ever. 3 bushels of apples, she heard Mrs. Hatford say. They were the best I've seen in a long, long time, and I don't want to hear any complaining. You didn't want to help come pick them, so you can certainly help peel them. Won't do you one bit of harm. She had better wait until the parents had gone inside, Caroline thought. Mrs. Hatford might figure out right away what was on her lips. The back door slammed, and Mr. and Miss Hatford went inside. 3 minutes later, there came a crunch of footsteps on the gravel drive. Caroline could hardly keep from laughing. And when Eddie opened the door of the shed at last, Caroline was sitting on the floor grinning, a marshmallow perched on her head. The 3 burst out laughing. I told you it was probably marshmallow. I knew she couldn't get that sick in 2 hours. Oh, Eddie, it was my best performance. They thought I had rabies. They thought I was mad. They were even afraid to touch me. Did you know they called 3 times trying to get us to come and get you? And you know what we made them say? You're a faithful and obedient servant, the girls howled. They turned and started back across the yard. Josh and Jake were still on the steps with Peter with their faces pink with embarrassment. Just then the back door opened and out stepped Mrs. Hatford carrying a huge pan of apples. Mr. Hatford was behind her carrying one of the bushels. Hello, girls, she called cheerfully. Caroline, Beth, and Eddie stopped dead in their tracks. Wally just told me you were coming. How nice of you to volunteer. I think we could do them right here in the yard, don't you? The girls stared in astonishment, then gave a low moan as Wally, with paring knives in hand, came down the back steps with a smile as wide as Christmas.